It's Throwback Thursday and we are back to bringing you the best of entertainment news. This is VN News. My name is Kelvin FMK. It's either you're watching us live on Facebook or live from our TV channel. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Coming up on today's bulletin, Ghanaian rapper D.CRYME says condoms are like handkerchiefs to him. Juliet IBRAHIM confirms breakup with ICEBERG slim. Davido accused of buying Instagram followers. FEMI KUTI'S former band member accuses him of sleeping with underage girls. Still coming up, Nollywood actor KENNETH says the Southeast will wander a wilderness if they don't vote Buhari for second term. And coming up on the international front, armed robbers break into French Montana's home. Still coming up, Facebook and Instagram introduces time limit tools to help with Instagram addiction. Details of all the stories and more we have coming up on today's bulletin. Don't forget to follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
V-Nation Pictures is a production firm in Ghana aimed at becoming the renowned production company in Africa and beyond. Services rendered include film production and editing, shooting of TV commercials and videos, photo shooting, event coverage such as wedding, engagement, parties, funerals, etc. Locate V-Nation Pictures inside King Solomon's Heights on the Trampoline Street off the Community 18 Road. Contact V-Nation Pictures on 030-3962-776 or 0240-289-952 for booking inquiries. You can also reach us on
Right, you welcome back. This is VN News and we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. We are accessible on www.vnationtv.com. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of this particular news bulletin and every other program we have right here on VNTV, the powerhouse of entertainment. Now let's move straight to a first story coming from Ghana, where Ghanaian rapper D.CRYME says condoms are like handkerchiefs to him. Well, it's interesting because he is saying this based on the fact that he's trying to protect himself from, unprotected sex. And he's saying that wherever he goes, all around town, carrying out his various activities, even when he's going to perform, he carries condoms on him to, to avoid those unpredicted events which might lead to contacting disease or unwanted pregnancy. So he's encouraged the general public to always have 1 or 2 condoms on them whenever they are moving. I don't know if he's a brand ambassador for any condom brand in Ghana, but as it stands, I don't think he's a brand ambassador. But this is pioneering the fact that we need to protect ourselves, and one way we should do that as individuals is to always have protections on us, because you can't really tell. I think you can really control yourself for you not to have such situations. So Ghanaian rapper D.CRYME says condoms are like handkerchiefs to him because he takes them all around all the time, wherever he's going, just to make sure that he plays safe. That's to tell you he's a rough player. He also reviewed during this particular interview, when he reviewed the fact that he takes condom all around. He also made mention of the fact that there are rumors speculating that he is dating married men or have sugar mommies. Those are just something bloggers just want to use to create a buzz. And he also cleared the hair, saying that he doesn't have 8 kids as is being portrayed out there. He has just few kids, in as much as he refused to mention their names. Since he said he has few kids, few can be 10, few can be 8. So to us in the media, we are saying he has 8 kids. But he's saying his kids are not up to 8, but they are few. Well, I reserve my comment on that one. Still, stories coming from Ghana. Our Unfair Patri leads campaign against sexual abuse. So Priscilla Opoku-Agyeman, popularly known in showbiz as Unfair Patri, is embarking on a campaign to create awareness about domestic and sexual abuse. Now, the project is put together by She Power, a non-governmental organization which empowers young girls against sexual abuse in Africa. It also seeks to promote gender equality. This is a collaboration with one of Africa's bestseller defense organization, Lukhanda, with our Unfair Patri as founder and executive director of the project. So yes, celebrities give back to the society, and one way they can do that is to embark on various campaigns against issues trending that are affecting our society, and one of which our fair is embarking on right now is a campaign against sexual abuse, and I think it's a call in the right direction. So if you're a non-governmental organization or if you're in an organization you feel like supporting her, you can as well as follow her on various platforms and see how you can encourage her in this notable and noble cause she's embarking on. So there you have it. Our Unfair Patri leads campaign against sexual abuse. Well, that's an interesting one there. Still moving on to other stories. Juliet IBRAHIM confirms breakup with ICEBERG Slim. So remember how it was reported that these two came on social media, kissing on live interviews, showing their love everywhere, here and there. People were really saying that this relationship might not last. Well, not too long. It happens that Juliet IBRAHIM decided to delete all the pictures or photos of herself and Slim ICEBERG on various social media. She deleted that, and after deleting these pictures, it brought out speculations that they have splitted. In as much as Juliet IBRAHIM or Slim ICEBERG, they are yet to come out to give a confirmation to this particular issue. But as it stands, not too long, Juliet IBRAHIM went to post a lyric of Sam Smith's song, Wait to Say Goodbye, or Not Too Late to Say Goodbye. I don't really catch the title, but she posted lyrics to Sam Smith's song, which indicates that she's lonely and she's very good at saying goodbye. Well, we don't know who she's saying goodbye to, but if she's saying goodbye to the love of her life, we all know that happens to be Slim ICEBERG or ICEBERG Slim. So these two seems to be having a small banter in their relationship, but in as much as they're yet to come out to talk about it. The latest post from Juliet IBRAHIM right now, where she wrote a whole line of Sam Smith's song, It's Too Late to Say Goodbye. When you say goodbye, she can easily get rid of the whole emotion and all that. I think it's something that is pointing to the fact that she and Slim ICEBERG are breaking up. Well, it's their own claim against our own claim. So we wish them all the best and see how their relationship pans out for them. Mind you, she broke up with her ex-husband 4 years ago, and they have a very handsome son together. In as much as their relationship is still okay, we still feel that the way they posted their whole love life, she and Slim ICEBERG, and now they've decided to take it off social media, raising speculations that they're broken up. I think they have a standard or a strategy they want to just use to make the public talk about something. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from Ghana. Log on to our website www.vnationtv.com to get more trending stories. Let's move straight to Nigeria, where our own veteran actor, cum lawyer, cum politician, has come out to say something very striking, and I think that might not go down well with a lot of people. So NOLLYWOOD actor KENNETH OKONKWO says Southeast will wander in wilderness if they don't vote Buhari for second term. So mind you, KENNETH OKONKWO is standing as one of the politicians in his constituency or in his sector, and is under the flagship of the APC. Well, we all know APC is for the now ruling party led by Buhari himself. So he is saying that if the Southeast does not vote Buhari for second term, they will wander in wilderness for 8 years. Well, I think that the Southeast people have a lot to say about this. So at a political gathering where he was given the opportunity to speak, actor cum politician KENNETH OKONKWO asked Nigerians to file behind President Buhari in the coming election. He particularly asked people in the Southeast to support President Buhari, because if they don't, they would wander in the Southeast for the next 8 years. Now, this is the exact statement. He says, if the Southeast shall support any other person for the presidency, they are going to spend the next 8 years in the wilderness. It has been agreed that it is their turn after President Buhari. Our slogan is Indigbo for President Buhari 2019, and then President Buhari for Indigbo 2023, he said. Okay, so he's over there. Well, Indigbo, I'm going to see how this pans out for you and your old clan, where if the Southeast vote Buhari in, if they don't vote Buhari, they're going to wander in wilderness. If they vote him, they won't wander in wilderness. What do you think? If you happen to be an indigene from the Southeast, well, I think you have a lot to say to support your man or not to support him. We wish KENNETH OKONKWO and his entire APC clan all the very best. But trust me, 2019, change is indeed coming. We don't know if it's coming from the APC or the PDP or whichever party. Change is indeed coming. We are tired of the regular face all the time. So yes, change is indeed coming. Away from that story, something lighter. Davido has been accused of buying fake followers on Instagram. Well, this is based on someone's claim, which I think it's everybody's claim, because sometimes you look at an individual or a celebrity's followers on Instagram or on their social media platform, you compare their followership to the number of likes and comments they get on a particular post, you realize that something is not really going right well. So Davido currently has over 7 million followers on Instagram, which makes him the most followed Nigerian on the photo sharing platform. His longtime music rival Wizkid has held the honor of being the second most followed Nigerian or brand. Is a long way from him at over 5 million. So Wizkid is having 5 million followers right now, while Davido is having over 7 million. So as it stands, an Instagram fan came out to, they went to do their own statistics. 2 Instagram followers actually went to do their own statistics, comparing the number of followers Davido have and the number of likes he has on each post and the comments. And they're like, you know what, we think Davido has gone to buy followers. Well, it happens. It happens, but Davido, in as much as Davido is one of those people who responds to stuff jovially, he's yet to respond to this one. So as it stands right now, he's been accused of buying fake followers on Instagram. And if it happens to be true, mind you, he's not the only one who has been buying these fake followers. And it helps to push their brand to a certain level where people are going to be like, wow, they have a lot of followers. Interestingly, we're going to see how that works for him. So Davido has been accused of buying fake followers on Instagram. He's yet to comment. When he comments, we'll definitely bring you an update on that. Let's move to something that has been in the system for some time now. Is the fact is the whole Mo Hits saga, the breakup, and how, in as much as they've broken up for a couple of years now, some of them still did not, that has not gone down well with them. So one of such is Dr. Sid, who finally shares his side of the story in Mo Hits Splits. Now the Mo Hits, clan consists of D'banj, Don Jazzy, Wandiko, and Dr. Sid himself. So in as much as they've all moved their separate ways to do their own thing, we know Don Jazzy as the founder of the Mavins Records, and D'banj is doing his own thing, Wandiko as well. Now Dr. Sid has come out to give out his own side of the story. Now he is saying that when they were together, he tried his possible best to not just think for himself or think about just himself, but the group entirely and how to push them forward. But mind you, not too long, Don Jazzy, D'banj came out to reveal that, or claim that the reason the group split up is because Dr. Sid was jealous of the fact that some of them were moving higher and he was just there not doing so much. Well, he's come out to give his own side of the story, say that was not the case. He was the person trying to push the group forward and see what betterness the group can achieve. But at the end of the day, he was painted as the bad egg, or as a bad person. So he's saying he's a peace-loving person and he's always wanted the benefit of the group. While D'banj and some other people are saying that he was the jealous one who feel like he's been left behind whilst others are moving forward. Well, he's giving his own side of the story. Log on to our website, www.vnationtv.com. You see a whole write-up from that particular report there. So there you have it. Dr. Sid finally shares his side of the story in Mo Hits Splits. Finally, from stories coming from Nigeria, the son of the legendary Fela Kuti has been dragged to the spotlight. I think this is one of the first, I would say for me personally saying, this is the first scandal I'm hearing on social media. I don't know how true this is anyways, but Femi Kuti's former band member accuses him of sleeping with underage girls. So interestingly, this just popped up not too long on social media. So a Nigerian music promoter identified on Instagram as Solo Kisset, based in the US, has called out Femi Kuti for him owing him money. One, he also went further to accuse Femi Kuti of sleeping with underage girls and also his female dancers. Now, the accusation is coming a few days after the musician cried out about a band member of his who took off a few hours to his New York concert, almost ruining the show. Now, according to Solo Kisset, going by Femi Kuti's character, he doesn't blame the band member who took off. So let me give you a back end to this particular story. So not too long, Femi Kuti was supposed to perform in New York, and apparently one of his band member just got missing. The guy went off like I think situations where you travel to a bigger country and you want to get lost in the country. So the guy just got lost and never showed up for the performance, and he almost ruined Femi Kuti's performance. But at the end of the day, the band was able to deliver. Now after that report, a new band member, or a band member who has been in the system for a while now is bringing up a new update saying that Femi Kuti sleeps with underage girls. Now, Femi Kuti is fond of responding politely to issues like this, so we are waiting to see his response. But as it stands right now, what is trending is the fact that he's been accused of sleeping with underage girls and his dancers and not treating the male workers very well. Well, we don't know how true that is, but we believe that there might be somehow, these people and how they do their things. We're just waiting to see how Femi Kuti is going to respond to this. And when he brings his response, we'll definitely bring it to you right here on VNTV and VN News, the powers of entertainment. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from Ghana and Nigeria. Log on to our website, www.vnationtv.com for more trending stories. We'll be right back with international stories after this short commercial break.
My country people, how on a day or Saturday don't reach for another bunga mock news on know the way they do am. Federal government don't provoke follow people where they said codeine. Say everybody now from north. Now so they drink up they swallow codeine. They know they put a miss again. Everybody now they drink up waka like the bottle. You hear the song to say because say BUHARI na friend now. You just come here. You hear no one apology. One of our honorable, what they call Ahmed. Yeah, you. Where they do face like cockroach, so you are welcome. The man that just pay you for this way you do. I like your Gorima Pasha. Yeah, Gorima Pasha, not be your. Even the guy where they back, whether na the DSS or na SS or na wanting, the guy confused. If you say the guy don't make tools, he call the spine. He call they do hair like this. He call the spine.
Mock news showing only on VNTV every Saturday at 14 GMT.
Right, welcome back. This is still VN News and we are coming to you from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Follow us on our various social media handles and let's get interactive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for you to get a repost of this particular news bulletin and every other exciting programs we have right here in VNTV, the powers of entertainment. Let's move straight to the international front. So, I don't know if I would say it's a good news or it's a bad news for users of social media, especially those who are addicted to social media. So Facebook and Instagram introduces time limit tools to help with smartphone addiction. Now, it's been reported all around the world of how individuals have been addicted to smartphones, not just smartphones itself, the use of social media. Now, Facebook and Instagram has introduced a time limit where you can actually time yourself and the number of hours you want to spend on Facebook, time yourself and the number of hours you want to spend on Instagram. So when that time eventually elapses, you're going to get like an alarm to tell you stop. Well, interesting. I don't know how this is going to help those who are addicted, because if the person is addicted to it, the phone belongs to the individual. He can decide to say, I'm timing myself. And even after timing yourself, if you are in the middle of a serious activity online, you just cancel the timing and continue. Well, at the end of the day, we're going to see how this pans out for them. Facebook, they are fond of having a statistics on how they evaluate their progress or the progresses of their various activities and introduce apps. So we're going to see how this works out. But as it stands right now, they've introduced a new time limit tool to help smartphone addictors or those who are addicted to smartphone. We're going to see how this really works for them. If you're addicted to smartphones, a use of social media, Instagram and Facebook to be precise, I think you might want to try to help yourself out with this new tool by Facebook. Wish you the best on that one. Another interesting story is the fact that Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz celebrate 8th wedding anniversary. So these two have been married for the past 8 years now and they're celebrating it. That is to tell you that our celebrities are still in their marriage and they're doing very well. So singer-songwriter Alicia Keys and her husband, rapper and producer Swizz Beatz, are celebrating their 8th wedding anniversary with beautiful messages on social media. Now, Alicia Keys took to both Instagram and Twitter to celebrate her husband in the post with the caption, "Cheers to 8 years, my love." And he also did the same. So wishing Alicia Keys and her husband Swizz Beatz all the very best. I think 8 years, it's good. For them so far, 8 years, it's amazing. Wish them all the very best. To a quite a sad story, armed robbers break into French Montana's home. So not too long, American rapper French Montana's house in Calabasas has been invaded or was invaded. Now TMZ reported that at least 2 armed robbers broke into his home early the week, and cops are currently at the scene. Cops were at the scene to undergo, various investigations. Now, a source in the law enforcement told TMZ that they got a call from French Montana's crib around 9 a.m. and that the crib occurred several hours before it was actually reported. French Montana was at home at the time with an undisclosed number of people. No statement has been given on what was stolen or if anyone was injured during the break-in. So it's high time the celebrities increase the number of security boxes, because this is not the first time we're getting reports of a celebrity house being invaded by burglars or armed robbers. So wishing that the celebrities, not just in America, the world in general, try as much as they possibly can to tighten up their security, because there are people out there who have just seen them as the big people with a lot of money and would want to actually steal from them. So I think the best way they can do that is to increase the number of security they have in their system, which French Montana and the entire family are the very, 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 very best. Now, away from that story, Steve Harvey announced as host of Miss Universe 2018 pageant to hold in Thailand. Now, Miss Universe is one of the competition I think Ghana is actually participating in, and this year's edition will be hosted by the veteran himself, the legend himself, Steve Harvey. So Miss Universe is set to hold its 2018 edition in Thailand, and Steve Harvey has once again been announced as the host for the pageant for the 4th time in a row. Yes, he's been there for the 4th time in a row. Now, the 3-hour pageant, which will take place on the stage of Bangkok, Thailand, will hold on December 16. Now, it will air in more than 190 countries and be seen by more than 500 million people. Are you looking forward to this pageant? It's a question we're asking to the general public out there. So I think Ghana will be participating in that. When there's an update on that, we'll bring you to you right here on VN News and VN TV, the powers of entertainment. Well, those are the major stories we have coming from the international and, of course, Nigeria and Ghana. We'll go for a short commercial break. God will bring into you Focus Sports.
Officer, you give us office. Come here, you are saying officer. See here. Gas up, say something.
We are checking papers on this lane. There is one certain guy who dropped someone food on that side.
But I'm not driving car.
You are not driving car.
Why haven't you been picking your calls?
I hope
What is this you're watching?
Check that thing.
Give it back!
Wait!
Give it
This
back!
is so funny. What program is this?
I'm watching Two Papas on VNTV.
VNTV?
Oh, come on, nice. Everybody knows about VNTV. VNTV is an online TV.
Wow.
Yes. You can log on to www.vnationtv.com and you're ready to go.
Just like that?
Just like that. And the interesting thing is that we have so many amazing programs you can watch. And the coolest thing about VNTV is that you get to watch it anywhere. You can watch it on your smart TV, you can watch it on your smartphone, you can watch it on your laptop, iPad, anywhere. It's that cool.
Wow.
Let me get my stuff so we can go.
Not too fast.
Why? I thought you wanted us to go to the mall.
Yes, that was then. But now, let us stay home and watch VNTV.
Are you serious?
Very, very serious.
I thought you were mad before.
That was before. Oh, we don't like a wolf.
It's incredible and somehow fascinating how time flies. All too soon, we are in the 2nd day of the month of August, and also invariably meaning that we are on the penultimate day of the working day. It's time for Focal Sports on VN News on VN TV with me, Godwin Nyamatego. Without much ado, let's delve into the world of sports and start off with some local content where the Black Princesses, they've already landed in France, but they held their first training session yesterday. Now, the Black Princesses of Ghana held their first training session in France ahead of their tournament opener with the host nation. The Princesses, who arrived in France on Tuesday, started their preparations towards their clash with France at the team's camping base on Wednesday afternoon. Coach Yusuf Basigi and his girls were in buoyant mood as they stepped up their preparations for the opener. The Black Princesses had their training tour to Spain cancelled due to visa challenges, hence going into the tournament without any international friendly matches. Ghana will play host nation France in the opening match of the tournament on Sunday, 5th August. Away from that, and we are still focusing on the collective, and then Tanzanian side, they have also invited Kumasi Asante Kotoko to an international friendly match. It's quite more or less like worrying on the side of local clubs here in Ghana, because they have not been engaging in any proper competitive football action, with the exception of Aduana Stars. and a couple of friendlies here and there. So Kumasi Asante Kotoko will welcome this as a major coup for them to go all the way to Tanzania and test themselves against Simba FC. Tanzanian giant Simba FC have extended an invitation to Ghanaian side Kumasi Asante Kotoko for a friendly match in Tanzania on Wednesday, 8th August. The game, which will form part of arrangements by the Tanzanian champions to celebrate their Simba Day anniversary, which started in 2009. Simba Day is celebrated on 8th of August every year to mark a special occasion in the history of the club by the fans. The news officer of the club, Haji Sunday Manara, confirmed the game will be played on August 8th, and it was re-echoed by Kotoko PRO Obed Echampon. Asante Kotoko were named as the last-minute replacement for Kenyan side Gor Mahia FC and AFC Leopards, who pulled out with just a week to the game. So away from that, and we are focusing on Ghanaian players, you might be very much aware that Andre D.CRYME Morgan has moved to Fenerbahce, but what of his younger brother? Yes, more or less moving, he's staying in the English Premier League, but moving from the Swansea City side to Crystal Palace if everything goes on well medically. Swansea City striker Jordan Pierre Ayew is on his way to Premier League side Crystal Palace. Latest transfer speculations indicate, according to the Guardian, the Ghana international is close to sealing a move to the Eagles with an imminent medical on the cards. The 26-year-old is said to be making a switch to Selhurst Park in a transfer that will see Dutch youngster Jairo Riedewald moving opposite direction. Liverpool, Leicester City and Celtic were all linked to the attacker who moved from France to England in 2015. Last season, Ayew finished as top scorer for Swansea City in the Elite Division, hitting 7 goals in 36 outings, 33 coming by way of starts for him. Now, also focusing on the individual, not the collective, Aduana Stars towering defender cast in the mode of Stephen Anokye Badu has received a ban in the CAF Confederations Cup. Why? Aduana Stars have confirmed defender Anokye Badu tested positive for prednisolone and also prednisone during a 2018 CAF Confederation Cup against Raja Casablanca on May 16. The continent's governing body, CAF, have suspended the centre-back over the doping controversy. The towering defender, who has refused to have a second sample analyzed, he has been banned from the remaining matches in the Africa's inter-club competition. I'm making special reference to the CAF Confederations Cup. Now, also away from that, and let's delve into the international scene where we'll be focused on the transfer market. I always keep saying that it will be atrocious if we do not do that, because we are in the spirit of players moving left, right, center. And then Barcelona, they want to bring back Thiago Alcantara do Nascimento. Barcelona has again been linked with a move to bring back Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich. Barca have lost midfield duo Jose Paulo Maciel Becerra Jr., better still Paulino and Andres Iniesta Luan this summer, while Andre Gomez faces up to 2 months out injured to limit Ernesto Valverde's options in the middle. But Marca insists that Valverde believes his squad is still short and that they have been looking to sign a creative midfielder. Away from Barcelona, and we are moving to England and focusing on Manchester United, where they want to purchase a central defender. Manchester United are looking to push through a £35 million sterling move for Yerry Mina, the Colombian international. Mirror Sports revealed the Barcelona defender is now at the top of their wish list after failing to land Leicester City's Harry Maguire. Everton and Wolves had both been keen on Mina, but he always favoured a move to Old Trafford. And now United have sent their chief negotiator to Spain to try and clinch the soup of Mina before next week's transfer deadline. Away from that and focus on the collective, still in the spirit of pre-season, and then where clubs are putting themselves through the paces in order to get themselves ready ahead of the season, which is beckoning, because this week we are going to see the Community Shield, and it is going to be the curtain raiser for the English Premier League, and subsequently we are going to see the Italian Serie A. We'll be seeing the Liga Santander, the German Bundesliga, and then yesterday night at 7 p.m. Arsenal engaged Chelsea Football Club in a pulsating game. In the first half, it was all dominated by Chelsea, with a flurry of chances being missed by Alvaro Morata, Martin Boa, but that notwithstanding, Antonio Rudiger scored the first goal before the 6th minute back. In the dying minutes of the game, French international Alexander Lacazette equalized, and it proceeded to penalties, and Arsenal were able to defeat Chelsea by 5-4. Away from that, Benfica also locked up against Olympique Lyonnais. It was a 5-goal thriller, 5-star performance from both teams. as we saw or witnessed 5 goals from the end of the game. And then it was 3-2 in favor of Olympique Lyonnais. Marcelo, Bertrand Traoré, the Burkinabe international, and Martin Terrier got the goals for Olympique Lyonnais. PZ and then Marcelo, he scored an own goal, so he was on a score for both clubs on the day. So on that particular score, that's all time will allow us here on Focus Sports, on VN News, on VNTV. My name is Godwin Amategu. The act of being a good guest is knowing when to say goodbye.
Hi. So all around the world, there are individuals who has in one way touched the lives of so many with their crafts. Now these individuals are either alive or dead. On the bio, in order for us to make Right, so that was Focus Sports brought to you by Godwin. Before I let you go, let me give you a recap of our headlines. Ghanaian rapper D.CRYME says condoms are like handkerchiefs to him. Juliet IBRAHIM confirmed breakup with ICEBERG Slim. Davido accused of buying Instagram followers. FEMI KUTI'S former band member accuses him of sleeping with underage girls. Now we also brought a report about Nollywood actor Kenneth OKONKWO saying Southeast will wander in wilderness if they don't vote BUHARI for second term. And on the international front, armed robbers break into French Montana's home. Finally, Facebook and Instagram introduce time limits to help with smartphone addiction. Details of all the stories and sports we brought to you earlier on today's bulletin. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on our various social media handles, and log on to www.venationtv.com for more trending stories. Once again, my name is Kelvin FNK.